Off of play action, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get the ball in space. Drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. In motion goes the tight end. Watson looks to throw again. A pass underneath to Fournette, and he'll be brought down at the 27. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Marlon Davidson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Watson. And it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. The Falcons at 500, sitting at 5-5, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
We're scoreless after one. First down, Watson. He finds his target, it's Evans. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And that's caught inside the 35. He's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. You have to give them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Give a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jet sweep. Here's London. And he'll take this one down near the 15. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now a first down throw. Watson looking downfield for Godwin. They got his man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw, Watson. Being chased out left.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Watson. And he's got it. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The final shot before the break. Watson steps away to his left. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will be brought down. And what will be the final play of this first half? So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Second half will start with a run by Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Room here to run. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, it's London. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw is Watson. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Down right around the 25.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Throw left side. There's London. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Tossing out right here to Patterson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Romeo Okwara forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Succop's kick is good. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Here we go, set.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for your kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.